They push him back to the 34. K1 short, forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Second down, Bridgewater. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And here's the first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can get back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K1 Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Here again is McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Newton on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They will go for it. Now Newton. And Gibbs got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on now.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be first down Panthers. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Newton, caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And here we go on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart taking it in. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. He juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A big play there out of the running game. 32 yards.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
They run it with McKinnon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Coney Ely in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They'll come out in the pistol. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. All right, partner, while we have a second, a lot of people want to talk rookie quarterbacks early on. What have you seen?
The usual. They're going to be ups and downs. Jared Goff with the Rams, Carson Wentz with the Eagles, both of them a little bit shaky, and both sustained injuries. Connor Cook surprised people and played well in Oakland, but how about Trevon Boykin in Seattle? He was phenomenal coming back in and leading them to a victory.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll come out in the pistol. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Newton to throw, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They come out here in the I. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they're operating in the red zone. Another pistol look here. Diggs going in motion right. First down, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Bridgewater looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And his throw is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out here in the I. Now McKinnon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Diggs going in motion right. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And right with it here over the middle. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. McKinnon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, 39 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And Olsen over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
From the 50, Newt looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And the possession is there.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Bridgewater's Vikings. With that, we send you up to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Second down, Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Jared Odrick is fast becoming one of the best anchor defensive ends in the NFL.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Diggs going in motion right. On third down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Let's go. Blue 58.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Bortles now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So 2nd and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now is Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Bortles to throw him. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. Gus Bradley's decision to go for it does not work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Bridgewater. And here's the first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out here in the I. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. Terrence Newman with a pick. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A pickup there of 37. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Hurns a man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Griffin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
9 yards to go. It's third down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Bridgewater. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll be fourth down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Another pistol look here. Time running out here on the play clock. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 18 yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw is Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, 29 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st down, Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then worked back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And Charles driving over to this one. Some intrigue around a few quarterback battles going on right now in the league, isn't there?
Cleveland, they settled in early August. San Francisco, Denver, those continue to rage. But how about the Rams returning to L.A. and bringing a quarterback battle with them?
Bortles now to throw. It's caught right side. It turns. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 48 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing is Bortles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. surveying the field. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Let's go. Move 58.
Slot man moves right. On second down, Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to it. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Set. Wait, 90. 2 jet.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Take it at the 37. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Completes it to Hearns. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another pistol look here. On second down, here's Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Diggs going in motion right. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So off is Bridgewater, on the kicker Blair Walsh on 4th down. This will be a 34-yard attempt. play clock winding down. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So off is Bridgewater, on the kicker Blair Walsh on 4th down. And this a 39-yard attempt. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go back, and he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Jaguars getting set to go. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff. Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Brady's Patriots. So with that, let's get up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. Defense showing blitz. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
On second down, here's Brady. And right away, he lost the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Brady now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 54 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
first carry for Adrian Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Now a handoff as they run left side. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Diggs going in motion right. Bridgewater from the gun on foot. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater completing it to the right side. Johnson. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the wideout in motion. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Easy. Switch.
And he motions the wide receiver. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. 1st and goal here from the 2. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They come out with 1 back and 3. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Brady's going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. To throw is Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski from 10 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
They go back to the air. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They slot Gronkowski outright. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Pats are set up now with a 1st and goal.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, I think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance.
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. first and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
To throw is Bridgewater. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that's going to make it fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jonathan Freeney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2nd down now after the sack. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Brady. Flushed out right. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And his kick is right through. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jabal Sheard in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll come out in the pistol. Third and long for Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Halfback sent in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect. And
that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Oh, what a move. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Stays on his feet. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And finding Pruitt. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And Charles, a little random sidebar, but it ties in with the NFL. One of the coolest things the first weekend of exhibition games was when the Ravens tuned into the Olympics.
Certainly did. They stopped the game. Everyone watched the big screen to see Michael Phelps go for the gold in the 200-meter swim. Baltimore-born man, and he got it done.
Yeah, it was a special, very cool moment.
Let's go. Tiger. Tiger. Force.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he motions the wide receiver. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They slot Gronkowski outright. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Toss play to McKinnon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Get ready. Dagger.
Here's Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bridgewater. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Get ready. Move 58. Move 58. Dagger. Forward.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Walsh now for the PAT. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he is is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And there's a flag on the field. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On first down, Brady. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And the wideout in motion. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Dance. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Gronkowski, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it here with Blunt. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Play clock's running down. Trying to shake off the intercept. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So after the INT, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And now some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways that sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
LOL.
Gronk is used.
Wow.
He's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as the single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
Good score, A.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
They come out here in the I. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Giskdagagagagfa.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with
Nerd.
Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nerd.
And we're getting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The slot man in motion right. Bridgewater now. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. And after a defeat like this, Charles, next week at practice could be a little ugly.
Yeah, the to really drive these guys. They didn't play very well today, so that means more work. That might not be exactly what they need. Maybe you just bury the game film and push on and move towards the next game.
Emoji face with tears of joy.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Shut up.
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.